redoing my heading. I'll be back in a minute to carry on with this. I'm going to get to this in a minute, don't worry. But in the beginning, you saw me redo the headstock design. That was because obviously I didn't get the curves of the paddle right. So it was really hard for me to get everything lined up properly. So I just traced around the headstock and went from there. And you saw me messing around with some tune layouts there, the Schecter ones that I took off of my BC Rich bench. It's just to get the layout. They're not the ones I'm going to use, but yeah, I'm so happy. So what else I did something off camera. I did a couple of bits off camera in this moment, to be fair. These pieces that you see here, they look an absolute mess at this moment in time. But these are actually the offcuts of some of the older. Now, you will see, yeah, fair enough, I've got two of them. Now, you know, I could have done it differently and cut it, but the grain direction would be off and it'd look very obvious from the back. But these are going to be my extra pieces. So you can see there, look. So the additional pieces that are going to go on the side of the headstock. They need a lot of work. But now that I've got them rough cut, because I had to use my saw and it's very rusted, so it took a while. And yeah, it was interesting. A lot easier though, doing it by hand than trying to nearly kill my jigsaw. But anywho, after that, you saw me redoing the pickguard. Now, I forgot about the recess, so obviously I need to alter it. But once I started it, I realised because I forgot about the recess, my control cavity was off. Now luckily with the channels that I routed on the body, I'd already accounted for that. So again, off camera, because you guys have already seen me make templates, I just decided to go whole hog and do a new template, because it was just easy. Still need to get the neck pocket done. Now that the neck pocket is done, I can use that as a guide to cut this out. So that's going to be a lot easier. And one of the things that I altered on the template as well, still needs a bit of work, because I realised that doing this would be a bit too small, and the little channel that around here would basically be null and void. So I've had a little bit of plywood to try and make this the right size. I already have photos of how it looked on the older before I did anything, so I know what I need to do. But anyway, that's not the main attraction. So the main attraction is this. SPH Fishtail Mark 1 now has its neck installed. Oh, I'm so happy with this. And I've got to admit, this is the best neck pocket I have ever done. Yeah. So I messed it up on the template, as you'll see in a moment. So the template is really messed up, because when you get down to like this side of the MDF, obviously it was very thin, and you can see there that that's, the angle's not right on that bit. So the method I use, I just got 3 pieces of wood that all had straight edges on them, and I kind of, one either side, one at the bottom, shoved it all in, and started routing away. And thankfully, because of the router bit as well, it gave me the curve in the corner, which gave it perfect placement for the neck, and it just all worked, and I am so happy with this. I was really worried. It's got a little bit of play in it. As you've seen, I've like put it in, looked at it and made sure that it's straight, so I nudged it a little bit. But as soon as I nudged it and I got it perfectly straight to where I needed it to be, I got the clamp on there, and that's where I put the neck screws in. So the neck screws are now in. Now, you will notice, obviously they are just screwed in like that. Now, that looks a bit naff now, guys, doesn't it? Well, you may have seen it as I was unpackaging it all to get the screws out. We're not just going to have screws like that. We're not having a plate, obviously, with how weird and wonderful I've put them together. We're going to have some lovely ferrules. So this is giving you a bit of an inkling as to the hardware colour. So I figured, might as well reveal all the hardware that I've got for it for now. So yeah, so we have gold neck screws and ferrules. These are actually donors, so I have had these for a while, and I've realised I'm not using them on a build, so Crash is having these, but we have 2 gold control knobs right there. Oop, there we go. 2 gold control knobs. And then this is something that made me realise what strap locks were on my Angel of Death. They are actually the Dunlop strap locks. I remember whenever Crouch took his strap off for that guitar, he pressed a button in, and these particular ones, they're the same. So you press the button in, and it all comes out. Now with the Dave Mustaine one, this little section here is actually recessed in. Now I'm probably not going to do that, I'll be brutally honest. But we'll see what happens. So yeah, so I've got some Dunlop strap locks. Now for the jack plate, this is going to be a bit of a trial and error kind of thing. We're just going to have to work, I'm going to have to work out where it needs to go, but I've got a telecup style jack output thing. That excited, I can't get my words out. So we have a Telecaster jack cup for this. Right, so because of where the control cavity is, the original design had the output. He wanted it like a Strat style one, but I've never routed a Strat style one, so, and especially with it being on the edge, I was very apprehensive of doing it. But having something that's like, you can kind of see where my control cavity is, but having something that's perfectly straight in here and going in there, you can easily get a right angled output jack to go against the body, but it's going to be positioning it right so that the right angled jack doesn't mess up on the body. But you know, that's something later on down the line. And seeing as this guitar has a Floyd, I have a lovely Allen key holder that's going to go on back of the headstock. make life easier so it doesn't lose anything, but the piece of resistance. Something I've already talked about. I was a cruel person, and I just sent a photo of this box to Cryte, and all I got back was, "Open the box!" So I did. So we have a Floyd Rose special. Now, I'm going to bring you in closer because this thing is absolutely gorgeous. Now, I only have experience with one particular Floyd Rose, and it is the most awkward Floyd Rose in the world. That is the speed loader one. Now, this obviously is the special. Now, I had one gripe with the description on this. The description on Amazon stated that it came with a lock-in nut, which it doesn't. Now, I understand the reasoning for this, but that's not important right now. That's what's important right now. Just look at this, right? We'll get to the little extra bits later on. I mean, just look at that. It is absolutely gorgeous. Never seen a gold trem like this close and personal. And yeah, the weight of it is beautiful as well. Like, that's going to help counterbalance everything. And there we go. So that's with its trem bar on. It's just right. And then now, funny little story for you. The annoyance with the description stating it doesn't come with a locking nut was fine. Well, it was annoying. What I didn't realise is all the stuff that actually comes with it. Now, it would be nice if they detailed everything. So, it said that you get the spring, the claw, everything you need for a setup. But here's my little bag. So I've got, claw, Allen keys, springs, and the post holes. But this bit here, this tension bar, I didn't realise that was going to come with it. So I bought one. So that's mine now. Yeah, I understand the logic as to why they didn't include a locking nut. It's because every guitar is different. Now, with the Floyd Rose Special, there are only 3 iterations of it. So there's the R2, the R3, and the 7-string one. That's all I've managed to find so far. If I'm wrong, please let me know. But if, for example, they supplied an R3 and you need an R2, that would be a loss to Floyd Rose and it would be a complete frustration to the builder. So I understand why it doesn't come with one. Now, there is some hardware that I still have to get, so I'll keep you posted on that one. So I'm going to call this video quits, mainly because I have Cryte coming around to come check out the headstock design, and I'm very happy that I get to show him the guitar with a neck on it. But the next job for me is going to be working on the practice Floyd Rose route. So I'm going to do that on that Telecaster body that's lying just there. I have taken the template off for now. I've messed about with some stuff. But yeah, so I'm going to do a practice on that, and then looks like I should really get this Floyd routed in this actual guitar. But yeah, I definitely want to do a practice first. But that practice is actually going to be on my socials, so they are all linked in the description below. Please feel free, follow, like, all that fun stuff. Also in the description is the link to my profile on the Great Guitar Build-Off website, so you have all the photos of the process, and you actually now have all of my videos, which is awesome because I didn't even know they were going to do that. But then this is also where you get to help me raise money for 2 amazing causes: Crimson Guitar School of Lutheran Scholarship and Jess's Fund. Please help me raise as much money as you can for these two because they are absolutely fantastic. Right then, I'm going to go chill out and wait for Cryte to come around and be a very, very happy person.